All right, there we go. I had the wrong microphone connected. Okay, I think we can go ahead and go live. There we go. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Turn this off. Make sure that this is all good to go. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to play the PaperDemon Art RPG. Hello everyone. Welcome to the chat. I'm just going to drop a link to the stream real quick in Discord for our newcomers who are new to the community. Hello, welcome. We're going to get started in just a moment. I'm a bit scatterbrained today because I actually kept forgetting that I was going to do this stream today. Here we go. Here is the link. Let's put it in the chat. And I will put it here. All right. Hello. Hi, I am Susie, also known as Bogus Red. Let me fix my camera real quick here. So I'm the owner of PaperDemon Art RPG, and I'm here to tell you all about the PaperDemon Art RPG, help you get started with playing. If you're new to the community, welcome. Our community is super supportive and positive and here to help you to rekindle your love of your OCs and go on an epic adventure and journey with your original characters through the Paperverse. And today we're going to show how to get started playing. If you've never played the game before, this is a great stream to join in on. I'm going to be answering questions throughout the stream, so if you have a question for me about the PaperDemon Art RPG, please drop it into the chat. I will try to answer the questions as I go along. But if you're brand new, here's how you get started. You're going to click on the link that's in the description below of this video, or you're just going to go to PaperDemon.com and you should find a link that says how it works, and it'll take you to this page here. I'm going to hide this bookmarks bar real quick. How do I do that? Bookmarks bar. There we go. All right, full screen. There we go. So this page explains to you a little bit about how the game works. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that real quick. So PaperDemon is all about your original characters. That's why you see OC here. I'm probably going to swap that out with original characters since not everyone knows the lingo. But OC stands for original character. So this is a game where you come up with some new character all on your own, and you use that to play the game. A lot of people who play this game have characters that they come up with for Dungeons & Dragons or other tabletop role-playing games, like maybe a Green Ronin game, maybe Cthulhu Awakens, or something similar like that. You can take your character and bring it into PaperDemon Art RPG and play with that character. The game is here to help you overcome creative block. So it's here for those of you who are artists or writers. It'll help you to overcome your creative block because it motivates you. You get loot and you create fun experiences and make new friends in this game. So it's really motivating and helps inspire you to create. The game involves a lot of prompts. The basics of how you play, it'll make a little bit more sense here as I explain how it works. First, it starts by registering your character, because we need to have a character sheet to track your character's progress. So the registration process of registering your character will get you your character sheet so we can track all the stats for your character. Then you're going to complete challenges. Every challenge is going to have a prompt or a bunch of prompts that you can choose from to complete the challenge. I'm going to show you an example of that. I'm going to hop over to the main website right now. And I'm going to hop over to our events page and show you an example. So here's this one, Traveling Apothecary. This is one of our creative challenges. And if we scroll down, there's a section that says prompts. So these are prompts that you can work from to create a work of art or a written piece. So for example, let's see, this first one here. The ripples of water reflect on the cave's walls, painting ever-moving fractals, but it's not the same as real change. Ronan could use some new decorations and gifts to liven up the place. Draw or write about your character finding or delivering something thoughtful to Ronan. Your piece must include your character seeking a gift or delivering it to Ronan. And Ronan here is this NPC character that lives in this. He's a traveling apothecary who lives in this cave that he brings around to different places. So that's an example of one of the prompts. So our prompts are more this substance than just a single word or anything like that. They're more story driven. Once you create your work, you upload it and submit it to a queue where an admin, a friendly game master, will review your entry and get it approved and get you your rewards. And yeah, step 4 is getting your rewards. You get items, you can get stuff you can craft to make weapons, you can make armor, you can make potions. We're actually expanding our potions right now with a bunch of new potions like night vision, water breathing, that kind of thing, so you can get access to new areas of the Paperverse that you couldn't go to before. We have many different types of challenges in the game. The most popular by far, I think, is the battles. And we're actually running a battle right now. If we go to the PaperDemon homepage, you'll see here we're running the God Spawn. This is a collaboration. Oh my gosh, it's already down to 95,000. You guys are quick, man. You guys are quick. This boss fight is a collaboration with Green Ronin. And it's using mythos from Cthulhu Awakens, their newest tabletop roleplay game. So this is one of the creatures that you're fighting here in this this boss fight. So if we go to watch the fight and we click on the event details here, we can see all the information about how to participate in this fight. It includes the instructions, how to join the battle, what the rewards are, what the art requirements are, that kind of thing. And when you create a work of art and you submit it to the site, it does an attack. So this one did 195 damage against the boss. So it's like basically you're trying to draw, as everyone is drawing to try and attack this boss. Every work of art or work of fiction is doing damage against the boss. The more that character has been drawn, the stronger they are. So some characters are going to do more damage than others because they're a higher rank. This character is duo casting with another character, Caitlin and Draslin. So they did a really strong attack because this person ended up writing a story that included not only their own character but someone else's character. And so that does what's called a duo cast. Some other types of challenges we have some really simple weekly prompts. We call these character development. These are really simple, short prompts that are really fun and lighthearted, that kind of thing. Some of them are more about thinking about your character's history, like a moment in time in your character's history where they maybe were faced with a difficult situation. Portals are also a popular challenge that we have a lot of. These are different worlds that your character can visit, and each one of those is going to have 3 different prompts in it. One of them being like a different place to go to and visit, one being like a different like a cultural event that's happening, and another is interacting with an NPC. Let me show you an example of those portals. So if we hop on over to the portals page, we have Ruined Kingdom, Kahari, World of Moonstone, Lyra, World of Crystal Valai. Some of these are special events that have closed, but for the most part, there's a lot of them here. Aradin and Pavia are always open. These two are closed currently. So some of them are only open for a set period of time. And then others are always open. So Castamaria and Faden are also always open. Faden is a fun one. World of Mushroom Forest. Here's some examples of some art from players. We've got artists for a wide variety of skill levels. So if you're still, a inexperienced artist, that's okay. We've got artists that are still a beginner that play this game, and no one is judging you based on your skill. What matters is that you're just meet the minimum requirements for the artwork, which is usually something like draw your character half body and a background. And no one is judging, how good your art is or anything like that. We're all just making sure that there's like minimum requirements that are met to keep the game fair, that there's some level of effort in there, and we're judging based on your current skill level. So no one is expecting something, professional or anything like that. So if you'd like to get started playing, what you're going to do is you're going to click the button, start playing today, and sign up, and it'll take you to a sign up form. Let me open that in an incognito window. Is that going to show up here? Because I'm already logged in, it's not going to show, I think, this page, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. My autofill is trying to fill it in for me. So what you'd do is you'd fill this form out and get signed up. Once you sign in, you're going to head to the inn, which is this link on the left here. Should automatically get you into this page once you first log in. And this page is going to have this tutorial here that says apprenticeship tutorial, and you're going to follow step 1, create a character. And you're going to click here. So this is going to walk you step by step through creating a character. But before I go on, are there any questions from anyone so far? Is anyone lost or anything like that? I'd love to answer any questions that people have before continuing on, that are maybe asking about some of the basics of the game. No questions so far. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. If another question comes in, I'll go ahead and answer. Okay, so you're going to hit continue. And it's going to teach you a few basics about the game, that some of the rewards are, you're going to get rewards for completing this first challenge of creating your character. So you're going to get XP, you're going to get gold, you're going to get a starter kit if it's your first character. And then it kind of goes over some rules here. Don't use any doll sites. We don't allow anything like Hero Forge or any gachas or anything like that. You got to draw that character yourself. No copyrighted characters or species. Okay, continue. And now you're going to name your character. You're going to come up with a name for your character before continuing on. Let's see. Does the chat want to come up with a name for this character for me? We do suggest, because a lot of people do this, we do suggest using an existing character that you already have just to kind of get started and start playing the game. But you can also just come up with something new. Morgan. That's a nice name. There we go. All good suggestions. Bill and Chester are also good suggestions here. Excuse me, my phone was ringing. So you could take an original character that you maybe created in the past. Maybe during your high school years when you created a lot of cringe art. Just kidding. Cringe art is all the rage. once you get older, you realize you really like your cringe art. Perhaps you have a tabletop character that you want to reuse for this game. You're welcome to do that, or you could come up with something new. You could come up with a PaperDemon if you wanted to. Okay, we've got the name for our character. Let's save and continue. Now you have two options. You can either create your character with artwork, or you could create your character with writing. Let's look at writing really quick. So to create your character with writing, you're going to write 100 words describing what your character looks like, and 100 words for a biography. So you're going to do both of those. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to fill out this form here, and it's going to include some information. Let's see, we had Morgan is the first name. Maybe the last name is Chester. Morgan Chester. Character age 34. Let's say it is a PaperDemon. Hair color. Any suggestions for hair color and eye color? And then you'd write a brief biography. And that has to be 100 words. I'm not going to write something because I'm not really very much of a writer. I'm going to save this though. I'm going to go back to this art step and go back and look at the artwork and go over the art requirement. So you do not do both of these. You just do one or the other. So you're going to draw a portrait sketch of your character. Now, if you already have a portrait that you drew yourself, you can reuse that artwork as long as it's something you made. Or you could create something brand new just for this. You can always change your character portrait later with something called a makeover kit. But usually you want to just try and get something in there just to get started and start playing the game as soon as you can. Now, let's see. We've got suggestions for what this character's hair color and eye color are. What's the chat say? Blue and gray. Blue hair, gray eyes. That's pretty. Cassandra suggests heterochromatic. Oh, interesting. Maybe like gray and green. One eye gray and one eye green. That would be pretty. Smarty also suggests white hair and yellow eyes. We have a question. How do you use the kits on mobile? What do you mean by kits? Are you talking about the starter kit? Dusk Skull says, it's funny because Banshee was made during high school for me. She's my newest registered character on PD now. Let's draw this character. Let's draw this out, guys. I'm going to jump over to Photoshop and we're going to draw a character. Let me make this bigger. Make the canvas bigger. Where's my... There we go. Does that work? Okay, cool. See, I was not prepared today. I was not. That's what I get for not putting it in my calendar. Okay, so what did we say? This character is blue hair, gray and green eyes. So let's draw a PaperDemon named Morgan. Morgan could be a guy or a girl. think I'm gonna make Morgan a guy. With some facial hair. Blue facial hair. Maybe Morgan has a mullet. We're gonna give Morgan a mullet. Crazy Shiro's probably laughing right now. Let me change the color of my lines to black here. Braided dwarf beard. Not a bad idea, actually. Change my brush size. Sure, let's do that. I like that idea. Any other suggestions for this character? How about clothing? Does anyone have clothing suggestions? I'm basically giving this character my hair, but with a longer mullet. Sorry, I said I assumed a binary gender for this. I apologize. Morgan could be non-binary. Morgan could be, you know, a different gender if we wanted. I should not have assumed. Let's draw Morgan's wings while you guys are giving me suggestions for what to do for the clothes. I think I'm gonna make Morgan a guy. I guess he's already got a beard anyway, although I think non-binary you could have it. You could have whatever. Fix his shoulder here. All right, what are your suggestions? A cowboy hat. Cowboy chaps. High collar and flower print. Flower print cowboy. Non-binary and masculine. All right. Let's do an open collared shirt with a flowered print. And hopefully I have a brush that I can use to make that happen with the flowers so I don't have to draw every little flower. Chaps. I don't even know what I need to get reference. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that looks like. I'm not putting a hat on top of this beautiful hair. I'm sorry. Unless it's a very, very tiny cowboy hat. There we go. Does that work? Yeah. Yeah. Smarty gets it. Okay, let's see. Chaps. Cowboy chaps. I'm looking up some reference. Okay. Maybe with a little frill. A fly. A big old buckle. Alright, that's pretty good, I'd say, for a character. We've already pretty much met the requirements. Just maybe need to toss in a little bit of color. So let's, I need to do also the flower print, right? This is going to be a flower print shirt. So let's throw in some color really quick. So, blue hair. Why is this not working? Oh, I'm on eraser. Duh. One gray eye. And one green eye. Skin tone. How about a pink shirt? Let me see if I have a flower stamp I can use for the shirt. What skin tone? There we go. Here's some flowers. Hold on. Let me select the... There used to be a tool in Photoshop that would select all of a color. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it is. I'll just have to select this by hand. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Lavender. A lavender skin tone. I like that. Let's give that a try. Accidentally colored over his hair. His beard. Okay, what color should the wings be? I need to color his eyebrows. Maybe also purple. This character's quite funny, I have to say. Maybe black, maybe like a dark gray chaps. And we'll make the cowboy hat match. We're almost done with this. Of course, I want to get to any questions that you guys have and continue on with the demo. So, and I need to give him pants. Might as well go underneath the chaps, so might as well go with like a denim color. Okay, there we go. There's Morgan. Are you able to do a prompt with the same character more than once? I think yes, for everything except character development. You can do the prompts multiple times. Smarty says, I love you, Morgan. Okay, let's fill that in the background real quick with maybe a light blue. Just to make this character pop a little bit. And do a color halo. There. That looks good. Okay. We're going to save it. Oh my gosh, I went all the way through this and did not save it. Game content, Morgan. One moment here while I export this file. And now we're going to jump over to our tutorial. Here we go. And we're going to upload our artwork of our character. So after you choose your file, be sure to hit this Save Image button. Some people miss that. And then your character image should appear here. If you don't like it, you can hit the X button and upload a new image. Okay, after that, continue. And now it's going to ask you, if you did it with art, to at least fill out the top portion. That explains a little bit about what your character looks like. But you do not have to fill out the rest of this here, the biography and the description. That's just for writers to fill out. Okay, we're going to hit save and continue. Now we're going to take one last look at Morgan and make sure we filled out everything that we needed to fill out. That it all looks the way we like. And it looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and hit this button. Submit my character for review. Do not forget to click this button because you will not get your rewards unless you click this button. There we go. We clicked the button. We got 30 XP just to start off. The starter kit and the gold rewards come after a human has verified that your art meets requirements. All right, now from here, It says join the Discord server. Definitely join the Discord. Our server is active and very supportive and encouraging. So if you're looking for some other cool, creative people to talk to get some inspiration, definitely join the Discord. We'd love to hear all about the new character you just registered. And then after that, let's continue to the inn, because in the inn is where we're going to finish that tutorial. So after you've created your character, you're going to do step 2, which is character development. So these are a series of very simple prompts. You're just going to do one of them, because what this tutorial is doing here is helping you get up to rank 2. So the sooner you're at rank 2, the sooner you can start participating in boss fights. The boss fight we're running right now, the Green Ronin one with the Cthulhu themed one, you can participate even if you've only just registered your character. I should mention, finishing step 1, create a character, you should get your approval of your character sheet within a few days. We're trying to run the queues every single day right now and try and get through all of them. And so you should have a turnaround of about a day right now. But yeah, so we're trying to run through these really fast so that people can get in and start joining the fight as soon as possible. Are there any questions about character creation? I'm looking at some of the comments in the chat. A lot of people had opinions about what Morgan should look like. So again, let's go to step 2, character development. I'm not going to actually create art for this. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this is kind of explaining roughly how the game works. You read a challenge to learn more about the story or the lore context. You choose a prompt. You create a work of art, and then you upload it and submit it to a queue. It's pretty simple. It's the same process for pretty much all the challenges. Boss fights, it's a little bit more complex, but that's generally what's involved. So this challenge you're going to do next is for character development. You'll earn 60 experience points, a random item drop, and 5 AP. AP are the points that go up every time you draw your character. And when you get enough AP, you can go up to the next rank. And it increases your attack damage and your defense. Okay. Requirements. Half body colored or half body multi-tone grayscale sketch. Or 500 words for a written entry. So you're going to use a prompt. This is the prompt, the default prompt. But if you don't like this one, there's other prompts here you could choose from. But this one is draw a talisman for your character. If you have suggestions for Morgan's talisman, you could post those in the chat. I'm not going to draw it because I'm just mostly going to answer questions from here. But I'm super curious to know what you guys think, what have in mind for Morgan's talisman. Are there any questions about how to play? I think most of the people in the chat already are active players. I think I forgot to... No, I did share. Okay. Beads in his beard. Oh, that would be cool. Not gonna lie. Horse talisman. Tiny hat. His tiny hat could be his talisman. Yeah. I could see that. Maybe he hides something under his tiny hat that has his talisman in it. A tiny horse under his hat that has beads in its mane. No, he has to have a tiny horse that lives under his hat. Okay, so the Power of Duskull is asking, what are your thoughts on potentially recycling fandom OCs and changing any copyright elements into something unique? Yes, you can do that. So let me just jump back over to the home page here. Yes, so you could take your a character that is like a fan OC and remove copyrighted stuff. So, for example, if your character is like a Sonic the Hedgehog OC and it looks like Sonic, you're going to have to change the way it looks so that it doesn't look like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog has a very distinct look that's very copyrighted. So, oh my god. Smarty is saying the horse's name is Napoleon. That is hilarious. It's a blue cow because his hair is blue. Oh, that's funny too. So yes, you could take something that you've created before that maybe has copyrighted content in it and remove that copyrighted content and make it into an original character. Yes. I definitely agree with doing that. Tieflings are copyrighted species owned by Wizards of the Coast. So if you have a tiefling character, you'll want to change it to something else like a demon. I don't know enough about tieflings to say what specifically has to change, but definitely the name tiefling would have to be changed. And in fact, if you attempted to register a character that was a tiefling, let me show you something. Check this out. Let's pretend that I put Morgan's species here as tiefling. Let's just pretend for a minute. You would get a warning here. Your biography may contain copyrighted content. Because our admins are tired of having to tell people don't use tiefling because it's copyrighted. We had to put a detector in here just for that. I think it's to text. Yeah, Sonic. If you use Sonic. There's other stuff it tries to detect as well, but anyway. This thing will try to tell you, like, hey, we think you might have used something copyrighted. Tefloningling. I can't say that word. But yeah, you could change it to something else, like demon or something like that. Good question. Any other questions that people have? I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this stream very soon. Because I've been blabbing long enough. Okay, so I'm not seeing any more questions. So I'm going to say if you have questions, you're watching the stream, check out the link in the description below. There should be a link to our main How It Works page, which looks like this, so that you can sign up. Once you sign up, you should find a link to our Discord server. I'll also update the description of this video to have a link to the Discord. Discord is the best place to ask questions. If for some reason you are not a Discord person, totally understand. If you hop over to the inn, you'll see a thing here that says email player-help@paperdemon.com, and you can email us and ask any question that you have, and we'll get you all situated. There's a question about a mobile makeover kit. I'm not sure I understand the question. Can you clarify that, Suki? I have a question from Cpran. If I just absolutely wanted to have a character whose portrait would not be acceptable, could I just create that character through writing without a portrait? For example, a headless character. I think that's fine. Are characters required to have heads? No. But it has to be sentient and able to interact with other characters. So if it's somehow still alive even without a head, that is fine. Yeah, our character requirements have loosened up significantly over the last year to allow a lot more flexibility and creativity, because we were seeing a lot of different things that were really pushing the limits of what our character rules allowed. And we decided to just like loosen it up a lot so that people can be really, really creative with their characters. Doulahands tend to be headless. I have not heard of a Doulahan. Okay, I think that's it for questions. Again, if you have more questions, please ask us in Discord or send an email to player-help@paperdemon.com. PaperDemon is free to play and a lot of fun. And we hope that you will check it out and join us for our current event right now, which is the Godspawn boss fight, which is a crossover event with Green Ronin and their Cthulhu Awakens their newest tabletop roleplay game, Cthulhu Awakens. Super spooky and perfect for Christmas. Cthulhu for Christmas, just what I always wanted. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining, everyone who's in the chat. Thank you so much, Suki, Cpran, by the Power of Duskull, Bordeus. Thank you, everyone, for joining, Cassandra. See you all next time. Bye!